Hello and welcome to the first episode of Craft and Yap. And I figured because I love books and I love doing crafty things, why not merge the two and do some fun sit down videos. I've been posting on BookTube for a while now and I feel like I've not really gotten to know you guys. I'm going to be answering bookish questions on my trusty iPad whilst doing a craft. And today's craft is scrapbooking. It was originally going to be candle making, which I'm very sad about. I'll insert a clip here, but basically we were missing some equipment and I'm not happy, so that was a bit of a flop. The freaking flower molds, and I don't have that. They didn't give me it, so I can't make my candles. And I've not even opened this before, so I don't think I'll be missing. So grab a snack. I've got some trusty non-aesthetic looking pasta. Or get a nice cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever your product is. And let's get crafty. I've got a ton of photos that I printed from Boots. And I'm behind on so many of my holiday photos. I'm still doing my 2023 holiday to Italy scrapbooking mats. So I'm going to be continuing with that. And I have this lovely scrapbook here, which is from Paper Chase. And it's really cute. So I was debating between this one or starting like my girly one, which is this, but I don't think I have pictures printed out yet, but this is also from Pictures. And yeah, I think it's really cute. But today we are focusing on holiday only cooking. So far I've done this, which is really cute. I'm quite happy with that. And that was only day one, so I need to basically get a move on. First question is, why do you love reading? Now, I love reading purely because it really relaxes me. I love how it's connected me to so many people from my social media. And I think it's like the first hobby I ever kind of discovered as a child. I really realised how much it provided that sort of escapism for me. And yeah, not only does it help me relax, I just really enjoy learning different worlds and just I just find it so fun. And I don't understand how some people don't get that it's literally like a movie playing in your head. But yeah, that is why I love reading. Okay, so for the first page on my scrapbook, we've got pictures, many pictures of me. So I don't know if I should let them all have their own moment or if I should layer on top. Okay, I want to do two on a page. I'll do a pan afterwards, but yeah. Adding my stickers as well. I bought these from the store Kenji in Manchester and they have such a cute selection. We have some cats, which probably won't be needed for Lake Como, so I'll put that away. And then I've got these kind of vintage ones, which might be really cute. And then I've also got some flowers, and then these are more bakery stuff, so I think I'll save that for another day. Okay, on to the next question, which is, what book or series got you into reading? Now, I don't know if I can really pinpoint the sort of books, but as a child, I really loved Kathy Cassidy. She was my go-to author. I think I had her whole box set, and especially the Chocolate Book series. I loved those books so much. Going into as a teenager, I really loved Cassandra Clare, and I think her books really introduced me into the world of fantasy, and I remember binging her books so much. My taste is pretty much the same in reading. I love fantasy still, and I also love romance. So yeah, I think those sort of books are kind of the books I always remember from my childhood. The next question is, where do I like to read? And to be honest, it's literally on my bed. Sometimes if I'm commuting, on the train, then yeah, definitely there. Or if I go for a walk, then I love listening to audiobooks because I think I just kind of love being stacking up my habits and hobbies. So walking and audiobooks is a great combo. Also, I would like to preface it by saying this, that I am not a professional scrapbooker, if that's even a word. I kind of just sticking down things basically and seeing what kind of goes in my head. But I know that on Pinterest there are so many amazing junk journaling scrapbook spreads, but I'm just kind of keeping it simple because yeah, then I'll get stressed out. Next question is the book I am currently reading. So I recently did a video of spinning the wheel for my TBR cart and it picked out I Am a Cat and If Cats Disappeared from the World. So I'm currently reading them both. I like to read multiple books at the same time. I will say I don't normally read the same sort of genre at the same time, but yeah, that's my current read. And then another book I have on the go as well is The Starlight Hair, which is for my book club pick. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to pick one of these stickers. And I'm kind of like, you know when like you don't want to like use a sticker? Like I think I still have that like childhood trauma in me where like I don't use up my stickers. But I'm thinking maybe the lemons. So like the lemons is kind of cute and it kind of goes like the summer vibe. So let's use that. But I'm gonna pick this one right here. And I think I'm gonna stick it like maybe here in between these. Yeah, let's do that. I hope that was as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. And it's going to go right here. So yeah, I think that's cute. I'm kind of like trying not to be a perfectionist. I mean, the like mismatched sort of alignment of the words says everything I need to know. And maybe I'll put some washi tape too. But as for the next question, the last book I recommended to someone. Now I feel like I'm constantly recommending books to my socials. I can't exactly think of like the exact reason, but I do know that 2 people have bought the book Bingsu for 2, which is a book I go on about constantly because it's so cozy. And I have the whole like reading blog of it, and I'll link it here if you want to check it out. But I think it's such an underrated book, and yeah, I'm quite happy when like people buy like a book that you recommend. I think that is just like it's such an honor when someone trusts your reading taste. But then I also get scared, like, what if someone doesn't like the book I recommended them? And it's like, I'm sorry. It's like, I loved it. I hope you would love it too. For this, I finally used some washi tape. I bought this from like the Quirky Cook Collective. I think it's so cute. Like, it's just really cute and vintage, and it goes with the whole pink vibe I have in my bedroom. So yeah, I kind of like this, but then I also feel like there's not really much pink in these photos, so maybe I should go for like a more of a neutral. I have this like weird like greeny grey colour. Oh, okay, let's go for this. This is from Sostren and Green, and I absolutely adore that shop. It has like every crafty trinket girl dream stuff in there. Okay, the next question that on this tag that I found is most recent book you couldn't finish. Now, I don't often DNF my books. I don't know, I think like I kind of just power through, but the last book I didn't like, I think I've talked about this before on my channel on my TikTok reading. What a waste of washi tape. I hate it when, like, why would you do that? Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Now, I don't think this is like an awful book, but I feel like it wasn't like a romance, and it felt very heavy and emotional, and I wasn't really a fan of the couple. So yeah, that was like, I think at the time I rated it 3 stars, but it probably is a 2.5, 2-star read. I kind of like how scrapbooking is such a low pressure hobby. Like, you could go really extreme, or you could just find some stickers that you love and put it all together. So I think that's quite nice. Cute. Okay, it's not like amazing, but you know, it's something. So I think I prefer this page more. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next page. I've got like more pics of me like Como, but I'm kind of like, I don't know, I might leave that for another day because I'm kind of bored of doing that. Oh, the next question someone asked on my Instagram because I put a story up, and that is my favourite book boyfriend. I don't know, I don't really get like that attached to fictional male characters. But I do know that I'll absolutely adore the book Six of Crows. I wouldn't really say Kaz gives like boyfriend energy, but like he is like impeccable like man. Like, I love him so much. And then for like, a contemporary romance that I've read, I really liked Aiden from First Time Caller, and I also really like Elias from Spiral and Beau from Out on a Limb. Those are like top tier fictional boyfriends. So yeah, I think those are the people I'm gonna go with. Okay, next I have like this kind of, I think this is like cutesy, Pinteresty vibe. It's when I went thrift shopping in Italy, and I think this is a bit of a random page, so I might like cut this up, and I hope I don't regret it if I cut it up. Really, this is all about experimenting. And then I also have like so many pictures of me from the Trevi. I literally convinced my family to like leave the hotel at around like 4 o'clock in the morning because I just wanted to get like nice pics where it was empty. At the time, I wasn't even posting on my social, and they still brought the book with me. I think that's quite cute. But yeah, let's start off with these two, which are just a bit of random photos from holiday. Favourite author. Oh, so speaking of Six of Crows, I wouldn't say Leigh Bardugo's like my favourite author, but she has like written one of my favourite books. Emily Henry, I'm a bit of a basic girl in that sense. Like, I will run when she releases a new book. I also love, come look at my shelf. Who else do I love? It's Kennedy Ryan. I think she writes amazing emotional stories, and I think she deserves all the hype and more. And then another author who I love is Belle Cabra. I think her romance books are insane. Oh, and for fantasy, because I do read a lot of fantasy, Sabaa Tahir is such a great author. Like, she wrote the amazing and then Benny Asher series. But yeah, let me know who are your favourite authors in the comments below, because I feel like I'm still missing like that author who's like, they're definitely on the auto-buy list. So yeah, let me know in the comments. A newest book that I've recently read. So I've recently finished 2 arcs, which I'm so grateful to have received. One of them was Cold Wire by Chloe Gong, and it is insane. I feel like dystopian books need to make a comeback. It has so many like plot twists, and I'm not going to give away anything away because it's coming out in November, I think. Sounds Like Love. I was in between a 3.5 and a 4-star rating for it. I think it was a really poetic book, and I loved the writing, and it was just, I could really imagine that as like a movie. I didn't really connect to the main character, Sebastian, in the book as much as the female main character. I don't know if that's because like I found him a bit irritating, or if it's just because the book was only told in the POV of the female main character. But yeah, that's a recent book I read, and I'd still recommend it. I think for me, people have like different rating systems when they review books, and like people disagree and agree on what a 3-star rating is. But for me, a 3-star rating is a book that was good. It was objectively good. There were some minor issues which I didn't like, but I would still recommend it because some other people might like it more than me. But it's not a book that like I absolutely adore. And so Sounds Like Love was like a 3.5, 4-star read. So the 0.5 means that like how I connected with the book as a reader. And yeah, so that's my rating system. I know like people find rating systems controversial now, but I think they're really important. Like a positive review and negative review they're still important because they help readers decide what might be a good book for them. Yeah, okay, I have cut that. Okay, I don't actually regret cutting that. I think it looks quite cute. Massive bag, just full of stickers. It's like the junk bag. Oh, okay, I use this bow sticker. It looks really cute. Love triangles, yes or no? Oh my gosh, I am like an avid hater of love triangles. I think the only book that did it well was The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. And I think that was done well purely because like there was so much love between Tess, Jem, and Will, and there was no like animosity. But I think a lot of the cases in love triangles, like you can really tell who the person's going to end up with. I think a lot of the time with love triangles, it's like an excuse for like miscommunication between like the true pairing, and I don't really love that. For example, in The Summer I Turned Pretty, like we all know Conrad is endgame, and I think Belly and Jeremiah, it's just Belly trying to be like, I've matured, I've moved on. But girl, no, we all know you love Conrad. Another one love triangle I didn't mind was the Hunger Games. Peter and Gale stand like they represent different people in society, and I think that was really important to see it as represented as a love triangle. And then I have this like bow, which I might stick maybe here. I think that's kind of cute. I feel like I'm so bad at using my stickers up. I've had this particular sticker set. Literally, I bought this in 2016, so it is time to use them up. I want to use this, then like stick some white paper on top, and then just write something about what happened on that day, which I think is cute. Okay, the next question is, how many books is too many books in a series? Now, I love a good series. Especially in a fantasy book. Fantasy books are the only time it really can like work. And I love a trilogy. And I'm actually quite becoming a fan of duologies as well. And I think the only time I can love like a really long series, such as like 5 books plus, is if like I understand the world building completely and it's been like established. So like the Mortal Instruments, Cassandra Clare's books, like Infernal Devices, etc. Like I love her world and I'm like happy to jump back into it. But sometimes I do feel like authors will drag on a series because they know it's doing well. Book Fourth Wing should have been a duology trilogy to me. So I'm surprised that like it's not. For contemporary series, I really don't like it when there's like a next book. I think it's fine if it's a spin-off of different characters. Kennedy Ryan, I mentioned she's one of my favourite authors. She has a series called the Skyland series, and in the series is like book about each of this trio of best friends, and I think that's fine and that's cool because you want to get to know more about the next sort of character. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, is that her name? I really like that movie. I really like that book. However, I don't think it needed a sequel, and I think the sequel was because everyone loved Wes and I forget what the main girl's called. But yeah, I think it's because everyone loved them as a couple. I liked book two because it showed like, you know, the realities of growing up and what you think about love. I do feel like it would have been nice if she just left the story as it was, as just like a really cute YA book. But that is my opinion. I don't know if other people agree or not. When it comes to series, I feel like just leave it as it is, you know? Like, let the characters have the happily ever after. Okay, the next question on the list was, honestly, I don't know. My mic decided to die right at this moment. It decided that's enough for yapping Maddie, get on the video and wrap it up. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who's made it this far into the video. Drop a flower emoji in the comments and let me know if you like this craft and yap sort of style, because I'm just experimenting with my content and honestly it's been so fun and I've been having such a great time doing BookTube and just doing bookish content in general. So yeah. And the finished product isn't amazing. As I mentioned before, I'm not like an amazing scrapbook person, but I think it's still cute. And so, yeah, here it is. I like it. I think it's cute. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. Bye.